The Gina and Maddie podcast.
Last night, it was on. Married at First Sight, Channel 9. You can catch up on 9 now. I think it's back on again tonight where they're doing those bits where I was like, you know how you said this, you did this, but let's go to the tape and have a look at that. Oh. That is always a juicy episode. But last night, it was all about Jono and Ellie.
Ready? Yep. Jonathan and Ellie.
Oh, they're together.
They come in holding hands. Yeah.
Not expecting those two to walk in.
They're a couple.
They are a couple.
Clearly, there was at least a connection that was inappropriate between Jono and Ellie during the experiment.
Wow. He lied to all of us.
Yeah.
To the group as well. What a slap in the face for Lauren.
He lied to all of us. Wow. And he joins us on the line this morning, and so does Ellie. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. You guys must be having a pretty hard morning having to face up to media this morning after last night. How are you coping?
Yeah, we're doing okay. It was really rough watching it last night. It's definitely not how we remember it going. But we got to watch it with about 5 other cast members, like Timothy, Andrea, Michael, and that. So it was good having them around us and saying, you know, they knew what happened and how it went down. So we had their support, which helped, but it was still pretty rough.
Yeah, very rough to watch it.
So did you guys, were you cringing? Because you guys were doing so much PDA last night, like lots and lots
I'm so glad there wasn't a drinking game. Drink every time they kiss. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
But
That was about 12 hours of PDA crammed into 4 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
For your viewing pleasure.
So guys, when did you actually start dating? You might as well tell us now because the truth's out. When did you actually start?
Yeah, so after the experiment, I messaged Ellie about a week after final vows and said, hey, I need your number. I need to give you a call. We're in big trouble. And she was like, okay, and sent me a number. I gave her a call, and I told her that Lauren had made it look like our messages were cheating. And I was, you know, packing my dacks, and like Ellie just laughed. She thought it was the most funny thing. And I was like, oh, and then we chatted for about an hour on the phone, and next time I was down the Gold Coast, we caught up, and yeah, that was where it went. So,
Jono, I have to say, though, if my husband texted another woman as much as you texted Ellie, I would be cranky, regardless of what the content of the texts were. So I could kind of see her point of view. It's not normal.
Oh, definitely. Like if Lauren and I were in a relationship and I, you know, hadn't told Lauren I was messaging Ellie, then yeah, 100%. But neither of those things are true. So yeah, look, I 100% agree. I would never message a woman 100 times, and well, at all if I was with someone. But yeah, Lauren and I weren't ever in a relationship. She made that abundantly clear at the start. But
So the thing. So you guys are copying it, right? And stay off Twitter and stay off Instagram today.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to defend, right? Because what we saw is hard to defend, right? But people do forget that Lauren wasn't that nice to you for quite a few weeks.
But mate, you didn't see any of the bad stuff she did. They pick the people they want to make look good, and they pick the people they want to not make look good, and they just run with that. So you never saw me break up with Lauren and say, I'm done, I'm sick of this, I can't put up with you anymore. I left, I packed a bag, and Lauren came in the next morning and apologised with a coffee, and you know, all they showed of that was Lauren bringing me a coffee. It was really tough for me to watch, mate, because it's just not how it happened at all. But people get so invested in it. And like we get death threats and stuff. And it's like, really? Like I get it. If I watched it back and I thought that was true, I would think I'm a right dick too.
Yeah. So what we watched last night, Ellie, I might throw this to you. What we watched last night, was that all chronologically in order, what we saw?
No.
Oh, my God, no.
No, so, you know, you saw some really horrible behaviour from me, which was actually at the end of the night, and it was directed at Sarah and not at Lauren. So, you know, it was a lot of cut and paste. And
I was laughing, like us laughing at Tim and Sarah, which was earlier in the night, and me, you know, thinking like us being just having no empathy towards Lauren, when she was upset, which was not the case at all. They chopped it up real good, real good.
I'm glad to hear that, because I was a bit disappointed, I guess, with some of the behaviour. So it's good to hear that.
Yeah, no, I would never laugh at someone's dismay, and I didn't even actually bring up that Tim and Sarah were having that issue. Jade actually brought it up, but they again don't want Jade to look bad. They want me to look bad, so they had me bring it up. But Sarah said, "What exactly did he say?" And I told Sarah what he said, and they made it look like I brought it up to deflect the whole situation. Yeah, but it is amazing what they can do with hundreds of hours of footage.
Yeah.
Jono, is shush your face a usual part of your vocabulary, or did that just pop out?
So I went to say something else much more nasty, and then sort of halfway through stopped myself, and then I was like, shush. But yeah, I should have come up with a really good.
Oh no, mate! That's all we say in our house now. We say it to the kids now: just shush your face. I'm speaking. So obviously, you guys have come out of this. You seem really happy. You obviously are. You're still together, the two of you.
Yeah. We've lived together for about 4 months now, so we really thought we were going to find someone on the show, and we did. It just didn't happen the way either of us thought, and it was a lot more of a rough road than either of us expected. So
there's people listening at the moment. I think applications are open for next season. Would you, after going through that, would you recommend it to anyone?
No,
absolutely
don't do it.
not. Nothing that you saw of me was how it happened. When I was supposed to be answering questions, they just have me staring at people, listening to them. They can literally tear your personality down to nothing and leave you just... Every episode I watched, I was so frustrated. Yeah.
3 months free accommodation, then absolutely.
Those Sky Suites looked pretty good.
They did look good. And surely you guys don't regret it because you found each other.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly right. And that's what, last night when we got home, we were a bit upset, but we just reminded ourselves, if this is what we had to go through to find each other, then so be it. And, it was definitely rougher than we both thought, but yeah.
Okay. All right, you've done a good job convincing me. I like you guys now.
Before you guys shush your face for the last time, tonight on the telly, is it all about you two, or we just don't know? You guys don't even know what you're about to see. Who's in the firing line tonight?
Yeah, we don't know. I know they rip into Ellie a bit for not saying hello to Lauren, which is not what happened at all. I know that I'll get a bit of grief on the couch, but, what's different?
Yeah.
But I think Sarah has a bit of a blow-up, and Cass rips into Sarah, and it was amazing. Cass is so calm and just... articulate. She did it actually weeks ago at a dinner party, but they didn't show any of it, and I was so bummed. But yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one.
Well, you guys can ride happily off into the sunrise this morning. Thank you for your time, and you know what? Regardless of what people say, you fronted up, you're doing the press today, so props to you, and good luck with everything in the future, you two.
Yeah, we almost cancelled everything at about 5 this morning, but yeah.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.